Hello guys, we are once again live. My name is the Chubster and this is Let's Talk Magic episode number 4. Well, I hope you guys can hear me again. If you cannot hear me, just let me know. Just type in the comment box right now. First of all, this is episode number 4 and thank you very much for joining me today. It's a 3 p.m. broadcast because our guest is all the way from Canada. You'll be meeting him in a short while. In the meantime, I am flying solo right now. My good friend, the honest con man, won't be able to make it. So, guys, please bear with me. I won't be able to see most of the comments now. So, I'm just going to go take a peek from time to time. So, hopefully, well, just bear with me now. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, episode number 4. Wow, I can't believe that you're still hanging in. And I thank you for that. Maraming salamat po to all of you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I hope you will be also watching the successive episodes, successive episodes of Let's Talk Magic. Again, I'm wearing binoculars because I'm going to fly solo now. Thank you. Okay. First of all, guys, don't forget to share the stream. Again, we are broadcasting off by our official Facebook channel, Chubster Flores Productions. So once again, please don't forget to share the share the stream and like and follow the page. See, I'm still nervous. 4th episode, I'm nervous. Why? Because I'll be interviewing a world champion. Yeah, so that's why I'm very, very nervous. So I need to loosen up a bit. Yeah. Corny. Okay. First of all, I would like to thank the following guys for helping me out come up with this show. Let's Talk Magic. Again, I'll say this every episode of mine. JP Tabuada, thank you very much, man. I hope you guys are watching. I hope you, man, are watching. Of course, Mr. Chris Lina, I know you're too busy with your work, but still, I thank you a lot. Mr. Monyap, of course, our good friend, one of our prestidigitators, together with Mr. George Mamunluk. And last and not the least, of course, Mr. Robert Bob LaRue. So, guys, thank you very much. And I hope you're going to enjoy watching today's episode. I know it's time change right now from our usual evening episode. So again, I will have to adjust to the time of our guest, and I'm very honored that he'll be joining us later on. Okay. Now, first of all, let me do a shout out to our following friends for making our show possible. Number 1, we have the Philippine Magic Scene. For the latest updates and news on Philippine Magic, please visit and like and follow the Facebook page, Philippine Magic Scene. Once again, for the latest updates and news on Philippine Magic, go to Philippine Magic Scene. For your home security and automation, Lasco Home Security and Automation. We make high-quality automation affordable for every Filipino. So once again, don't forget, Lasco, available only at Lazada. For the best mami and siopaw in the whole of Metro Manila, none other than Mamunluk Restaurant, serving the Filipinos since 1920. You may visit their store at 408 Quezon Avenue in Quezon City, and they are available via your favorite delivery app. Again, Mamunluk Siopaw and Mami Combo, the best in Metro Manila. And of course, finally, the movers of Philippine Magic, the Prestidigitators. You may visit their website at www.theprestidigitators.com or Facebook page, The Prestidigitators. Once again, thank you very much for our friends for presenting this episode. And I would like to do some birthday shout-outs for a while. So, last week, or this recent week, we have Mr. Anthony Co, who celebrated his birthday, together with Maestro Ramon Elio, or Maestro Rael, and of course, Leo Dini, Leo Dumapias. Again, happy birthday to all you 3 gentlemen, and hats off to you. And by the way, I forgot one more. Rodel the Magician. Happy birthday, Rodel. And I hope you're doing well despite the pandemic. And I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Now, the thing is, you have to be on your guards. Yeah, on your guards. You know why? Because, of course, the cases are rising up. And we had the UK virus. We have different variants already in the Philippines, especially in Metro Manila. So please remain vigilant, stay safe, always wear face mask, face shield, always carry an alcohol bottle with you, and as soon as you get home, sanitize, wash your hands. That's about it. Okay? Thank you. I'm gonna go look at my phone right now. Lots of guys are watching. Thank you very much. Sean, don't believe that guy watching from Dubai. He's one of our prestigitators, Oli Santo Domingo. Okay, so again, to all those guys celebrating their birthdays, happy birthday to you guys. And of course, we have some magical announcements coming from our good friends. First of all, this coming March 20, wait, March 22, online magic lecture, Ron Mariano. Oh, from the Magicians Foundation Incorporated. This will be on Monday already. For if you want to, for those guys who are legitimate MagFi members, please sign up right now. And for those non-MagFi members, MagFi is opening up 20 limited slots if you want to join in for a very minimal fee. So once again, Ron Mariano's online magic lecture presented by the Magicians Foundation Incorporated. Aside from that, MagFi will also be having another event. This will be coming, this will be on March 29, 2001, 8 p.m. still. And it is called the Golden Hair Comedy Magic Competition Online Edition. So again, for those non-MagFi members who would like to watch the competition, for a very minimal fee of 50 pesos, you may join our official Zoom link for this event and watch our competitors battle out for the coveted title Golden Hair Comedy Magic Competition Online Edition winner. Okay, and my good friend, my compare, Juan Lu, of course, they'll be having the first ever International Ventriloquist Society Philippines and Ventriloquist Indonesia presents Philippines Indonesia Vent Event. This will be happening via Facebook Live on March 22 as well, Monday at 7:30 p.m. Manila time. So guys, you will have to choose now. If you are really a magic fanatic, you go to the magic show, magic lecture. If you are really into ventriloquism, you go to one event. It's called Event. Okay, it features some Filipino and international magicians. Of course, another poster over here. We have, of course, Wanlu together with Fluch and some of the other guys. Mr. Charlie is also from the Philippines. And Budi Haha, I think, is from Indonesia. So, guys, please support the event of our magician friends over here from MagFi to Wanlu's event. It's called Event. It's a joint project by the IVS Philippines and IVS International Ventriloquist Society of Indonesia. And finally, joining me for next week's session of Let's Talk Magic, we will be having none other than the mental assassin Justin Pinion joining me next week for another episode of Let's Talk Magic. We'll be going back to our official time at 10 p.m. So once again, Let's Talk Magic for next week will be at 10 p.m. featuring Justin Pinion. But again, today, we'll be having a very special guest, and he will be broadcasting all the way from Canada. You'll be meeting him in a short while. Okay, so I guess that's about it. So before we go to our interview proper, once again, guys, thank you very much for watching Let's Talk Magic. We are episode number 4. We are live, and thank you very much for tuning in. Guys, please don't forget to share the stream. Hopefully, you can share the stream to the other Facebook group or Facebook pages, and so we can get lots of viewers. And if you have questions to our featured guest, please type it in, or you can either send me a message or whatsoever. Just type it in the comment box, and I'll be reading the comments from time to time. But first of all, let me okay. Oh, wow. Henry, thank you very much. Watching while working. Wow, thank you very much. And be careful, you might get caught. Okay, Mighty Mac. Okay, sir, thank you very much. And good luck to you as well. And by the way, watching our favorite viewer from Hawaii, none other than Mr. Glenn Bailey, watching all the way from Hawaii. Aloha to you, Mr. Glenn Bailey. Okay, of course, some of the other guys watching are over here. Okay, no problem. Yeah, my backstage guy. That's okay, Christina. No problem. I can handle this. Hopefully. And okay, there you go. Let me just zoom in over here. Thank you very much. Okay. So if you guys are ready, I will be presenting to you my featured guest for today. Okay, here we go. Let me just play the video over here. If you guys are ready, check it out. My guest today is a two-time world magic champion. Is a past president of the International Brotherhood of Magicians, the Canadian Association of Magicians, and the Pacific Coast Association of Magicians. He twice fooled Penn and Teller in Fulas. Joining us live all the way from Canada, he is the FISM World Magic Champion. Put your hands together for none other than Mr. Shawn Farquhar. Shawn, good evening to you. Good evening, sir.
Well, good evening to you too. Thanks for having me. That was a fun introduction.
It's my pleasure to have you here, sir. Thank you very much for gracing my show and for agreeing to do this interview. I know it's, I think, 11 p.m. back in your place in Canada right now.
Yeah, thanks for accommodating me. If it had been at your regular time, it'd have been like at 6 a.m., which is basically when I'm sound asleep.
Well, first of all, sir, why don't you greet our viewers right now, Shawn, watching from the Philippines, from Hawaii, and from all over the world. Hopefully from all over the world.
Hello, my friends from everywhere in Hawaii, aloha. In the Philippines, kumastaka. For my friends in China, Dajahoma, konnichiwa, buenas noches, howdy. That's for the Americans. Hello.
When you say howdy, I always remember Mac King. Howdy.
Howdy. I'm Mac King. Howdy. I'm not Mac King.
So, Shawn, what's keeping you busy right now? How's the pandemic situation back in Canada? And are there shows now going on?
No, the theaters have all been closed. We opened for a short period in the summertime and then closed in the fall again just after Halloween, closed the doors. And so we have there's no live in events. We're down to only your family bubble, nobody from outside. We're just about to expand as we're getting close to Easter. They're going to allow 10 people to gather with masks outside, but no inside gatherings. So basically, I'm just at my house and I have a theater I built. So I go there to fix things and renovate and do things and keep myself occupied. But I'm becoming very good at Call of Duty on the PlayStation. Yeah.
Oh, so that's what keeping you busy. But you're still active, of course, in magic, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to create new magic all the time. There's just, I'm doing lots of Zoom type things, but it's a different world. So I had to create magic for Zoom and just trying to keep sane and keep positive.
Yes, positive is the correct word. So, is Shawn Farquhar your real name, or is that your stage name or something like that?
You're right. It isn't my real name. My real name is Earl Humperdinck. No, I'm just kidding. My last name is Farquhar, but my first name isn't Shawn. My first name is David. And my middle name is Robert. And my third name is Shawn. My parents couldn't decide, so I got three names. So I'm David Robert Shawn Farquhar. And my grandfathers argued over David and Robert, so they named me Shawn, which is great because my driver's license says Dr. Shawn Farquhar, so most people think I'm a doctor.
Dr. Shawn, wow, Dr. Shawn Farquhar.
Yeah.
And what age did you start in magic? Most of the guys, like me, I started at age 7. How about you, sir?
Oh, you're a slow starter. You were way late. My mom says when I was born, the doctor slapped me and I said, pick a card. Your microphone's crackling a little bit. You probably can't hear that. It's got a little crackle.
Okay, hold on. Thank you very much for that. Okay. How about now?
Perfect.
Sorry about that.
Yep, it just started to crackle.
Thank you.
So I've been doing it forever. My earliest memories of like 4 and 5, my father was teaching me stuff. I was doing shows by the time I was 7. I had my own little TV show when I was in my teens. So it's my earliest memory is doing magic tricks. Hey, Glenn.
And so you started at an early age. And
super
what
early.
was the first magic that you bought or Was it given as a gift or something like that?
So my father being a magician, I'm the fourth generation of my family, 4 generations without a real job.
Wow.
My father, my grandfather, my father taught me lots of techniques, not magic tricks, but I had tons of hello, Alondra. I had tons of magic tricks that weren't magic tricks. He taught me how to make a coin jump from hand to hand. He taught me how to move something, how to put it up my sleeve, how to catch stuff off the back of my elbow. He gave me a lot of techniques without a trick. The first trick that he actually gave me was something he built, and it was a little wooden box, just natural wood with a picture of a little fox design on it, 2 holes in the end, and you put a banana inside, and then you flip the box, and the banana disappeared. So my very first trick was the vanishing banana, but really making a banana disappear. And then at church, I wanted to do something. I was an altar boy, and the priest allowed me to do a little bit of magic. So I did things like Professor's Nightmare with the 3 different size ropes, which was fun. And then the second trick my dad ever built me was a metal tube that was covered with a stained glass window look to it. And I slid it over my arm and took an altar candle and put it through my arm. That was the last time I got to do magic in the church, but it was really cool.
Well, you mentioned you serve as an altar boy. Well, in my case, during my how should I say grade school days, I also served for 5 years at our church as an altar boy. And I'm just saying it. Sorry.
Yeah, I really thought that it was my calling for a while. I went to divinity. I thought that I was going to study to be a priest. And the priests that surrounded me, people like Reverend Tuck and Dave Price and Robert Fournier, they all took me aside one day and said, "You're not going to be a priest, Shawn. That's not right. Go do magic." Because everything always translated back to a magic trick. Whatever I learned, that lesson turned into a magic trick for me. They're like, "Yeah, you should go do magic." And it's funny because maybe 9 years ago, I was doing a comedy club. And Reverend Price, one of my instructors, came and saw the show. And I said, "What do you do now?" And he said, "I'm not in a church. I minister to people in prisons now." I said, "Really?" He says, "And I do some magic tricks." So he got into magic because he found it was a way to break the ice with the prisoners.
Wow, that's cool, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Round circle that he went my way instead of me going his way.
You mentioned about priesthood. Well, yeah. I don't know if I mentioned this to you during your stay here in Manila, but I've mentioned this to some of the guys that I know. If I didn't become a magician, it's either I become a priest or a professional wrestler.
Good choices.
Because you know what? During the days, I'm really going gaga and crazy over wrestling. Until now, but my dad told me, professional wrestling, they're just making fool of you out of you guys. And I told him, yeah, it's like magic. We're just entertaining. We're not getting hurt.
Yeah. I followed professional wrestling as a young boy. And back in the day, long before WWE, when it was like the Mean Gene Kiniski and Andre the Giant. I walked into a bar in Washington State and I saw Mean Gene Kiniski's pants on the wall, like in a frame. And I freaked out. And then I realized that the bartender was Mean Gene Kiniski. And I was like a 5-year-old kid going, "Wow, you're my hero." Yeah.
That's one awesome experience, huh?
Very cool.
Now, you've served as the IBM president, international president, and the PCAM president and the CAAM president. Now, can you tell us more about your experiences of being a past president of all 3 clubs, and what are the pros and cons of being a president, if there's some?
If there's one. I guess I was first president of the Pacific Coast Association of Magicians, and I did that because that association was so good to me in my youth, and going to their conventions and doing their competitions, and they went through a period where they needed restructuring, and so I decided I would help, and that meant being the president. So I ran for the office, I got it, and there was nothing negative about it. I was allowed to do what I needed to do, got it done. Resurgence. The PCM is the longest continuing running magic convention in the world.
Wow.
It's never missed a year. Even this year of the pandemic, we held one virtually for 2 days. It was crazy fun. well, a day and a bit, but it went into 2 days. It wasn't supposed to. So that was a really great experience. And then the Canadian Association of Magicians, I was called to serve, and I really enjoyed doing that. I was able to unite a lot of Canadian magicians and move a lot of things forward and show some pride in the country, which was nice. And CAM is designed to bring Canadian magicians to FISM, the world organization. So I don't think I can say there's anything bad about any of them. When I became president of the IBM, I started by going up the ladder in the executive committee and then each. So I pretty much knew what I was in for when I became president. And I wanted to do something different than all the other presidents did, because most it seems to be more like some paperwork and bookwork and make sure that everything stays on the rails, which is great. I really wanted the IBM to be seen as totally being international. As a Canadian, I wanted the world to see, that there was all those people out there, not just, America. And so I basically toured the world. I went anywhere that there was an IBM ring that invited me, and it was really exciting. Created new rings in places like Bulgaria and in Japan, and ones in the United States. It was a really fun experience. My only regret is that the term for the IBM is only 1 year. The same with CAM. You can only get so much done in a year. A student of mine just finished his. He was the youngest president, Alexander, and the first thing he exclaimed was, he was a pandemic president, and he was halfway into it when they stopped. He said, "You think your year was short? Mine was even shorter." But he worked to make it better by putting the IBM jams together that I put together back in 2014. He resurrected them in an online format, and that was really exciting. And now Stephen Bargatze's doing a great. All the presidents since before me and now me, I think they devote their lives to it. Financially, there's no money in it. You lose money by being the president. They give you, I think the stipend when before me it used to be you had a $10,000 operating budget for the year. And the year I became president, I'd put in an amendment that it would be dropped to $5,000 for financial reasons, just to make sure that the organization was, financially secure.
Yes.
But $5,000 does not get you to many places. But I found a way to get to, I think I went to 30 some odd countries around the world, and I got to visit. Had an absolute life-changing experience in the Philippines with experiencing my vertigo and finding lifelong friends like you who helped me in a time when I really needed it. I think the greatest thing about being the president was being able to recognize that there are people like me addicted to magic all over the world, that I am not alone.
Oh, thank you very much. By the way, again, guys, you are watching Let's Talk Magic. This is episode number 4, featuring Mr. Shawn Farquhar, our 2009 FISM champion. Now, once again, guys, please do not forget to share the stream so we can go reach out more viewers for today's episode. And for those guys who are watching, again, thank you very much for watching Let's Talk Magic. Now, I have one question over here, and this comes from one of our magician friends. His name is Leo Dini, and I'd like to show it to you now. Here we go.
Leo Dini. I wonder if that's Leo Dini from Italy to attain a level of excellence.
And no, he's a
local guy.
Yeah, local guy.
How much time do I devote to the research, study, practice, and rehearsal of my magic routines? Well, that's very easy. I pretty much every waking moment. Yeah. I eat, sleep, and drink magic. That's all I do. And so when something catches my interest and I want to develop it, I fully immerse myself in it to the point where my wife has to actually remind me to eat and sometimes come in and tell me to go to sleep. Recently, I just had this little infatuation with a penetration card through card kind of thing. And it was 3 full days of very little food, sleep, just lots of water, and reading books and researching and Googling and trying to find and trying all the different. Yeah, it's I fully immerse myself, and I eat, sleep, and drink magic. That's all I do. I have when I joke, the only time I don't do that, I'm either sitting with my wife trying to connect with family or playing Call of Duty on my PlayStation. Yep, that's about it.
So a real Call of Duty player.
No, I'm terrible. gives me something to do. I used to spend my extra hours in an airport or in a hotel room, and now I'm in my office, and I need something to take my mind off of when I'm creating something. And
Mhm.
so that's one of those things where if you're not paying attention, when I'm not a gamer, but if you're playing a game and you're not
Yes.
paying attention, well, then you die. So it really forces you to pay attention. I guess I could try tightrope walking because that would be dangerous if I
What?
wasn't paying. Yeah. So you need
Tightrope walking?
just kidding. You need something because I think nonstop about magic. When I look for a distraction, it has to be something that is very important that you have to stay focused. And yeah,
Well,
research
if
24
not
hours.
magic, what will your work be? Is it let's say if not magic?
Ah, I can't imagine a world without me doing magic. Uh, I don't know. Everything like I studied web building, but that was so I could build cooler stuff on the internet.
Yes.
I learned to study video editing, but that's so I could make my own digital downloads. I've got lasers, so I've learned all about CAD and all that, but that was so I could make magic tricks. I do woodworking. I think I'm pretty good at it, but it was all to build magic tricks. I can even sew, but it was so I could sew to make magic tricks. So I've got lots of skills. It's just all because what would I do? I'd be a counselor to tell people not to do magic because it's very addictive. Yeah, that's it.
So much addictive. But I'd like to show them a video, one of your short clips from one of your YouTube channel. It's
Sure,
called
let's see what you
Omnicard,
got.
and maybe you can tell us something about that. Okay, here we go, guys. Check this out. It's called. If you're familiar with the Omni deck, this is called Omnicard. Check it out, guys.
That
So
was
that
fun.
was
I like that
Omnicard.
music. That's a pandemic video because it's the only time in my life I've ever grown a beard. Uh,
So that's the pandemic look.
yeah,
You will.
that was probably about April or May last year, sitting on the couch. Yeah, that was a fun little thing to create. I found some scrap plexiglass in the garage and decided to go out to my laser and etch it.
Oh,
Because normally an Omni deck, well, here's a normal one. Normal one looked like this. And
yes.
then I found stuff that was super thin. So I just did it. And now I've even etched it into a big one. Isn't that cool? So
Wow.
it's like Omni deck with a queen right into it, which I think is kind of neat because I can rub them, make it appear. Yeah, very fun and different.
Okay, Omni deck. It's your original thing, right?
Well, it was
Now.
created by Jerry Andrus, but it's my
Oh,
company that makes them.
okay, okay. And what's the history behind the Omni deck?
Oh, so I had a mentor. His name was Jerry Andrus. He was from Oregon, but really he was an alien. No, really he was.
Mr. Zone Zero, right?
Yeah, Zone Zero and so much more. A third of the optical illusions that people are impressed with were Jerry's. Jerry created the idea, and it was used as part of an observation talk that he did, and then later became an ending to like an ambitious card routine. But when Jerry created it, was basically he was the most honest man on the face of the earth. So he would put it inside of like a card box like this, and he couldn't say this is a box of cards because that would be lying. So he'd say, this is a box for a deck of cards. Very clever. He'd say, this is a box for a deck of cards. He'd open up so you get the impression that there was a deck in there. He'd slide it out. And then he'd say, if I could make that deck of cards disappear, of course, it would be gone. He'd go and say, it's not that you're a fool or that you're not smart. It's that your brain is very clever and it came to the wrong conclusion for the right reason. Which I love. When he passed, I really wanted to pay tribute to him. And the one effect that I could do well out of the thousands of effects he created was the Omni deck. And so I went to the company that owned the rights, and I asked them if I could buy the rights to the Omni deck, and they said no, that they were trying to sell the whole company. And did I want to buy the whole company? I said no. And then 2 months later, I said yes. And I bought Palmer Magic from a guy named Palmer Tilden, just so I could get the Omni deck. But with it came Bob Koch's telekinetic timber, which is a piece of wood that falls. Michael Amar's card on ceiling. Michael Amar's coin vanish. Paul Harris's screwed deck. Just tons of really great magic. That Slidini silks. I all of a sudden was the owner of some of the most amazing magic I wanted when I was a kid. So it was kind of a godsend that I got it. And since then, I have taught the Omni deck and sold them pretty much around the world. Probably, I don't know, 30,000 of them since I took over the company have been distributed around the world. Yeah.
By the way, most of the stuffs that Shawn mentioned are available at palmermagic.com. So you might want
that's
to
my website.
visit. Yep. Palmermagic.com. By the way, you have lots of your own stuffs at that website, Palmer Magic. Now, which is the hot selling effect ever?
Hot selling.
The
Right now, I would say it's the HG effect. Of all times, it's probably Torn to Pieces, which is my torn and almost restored photograph. The one I did on Ellen. It's very cool. But right now, I have a trick called the HG effect, which is any card at any number with a borrowed shuffled deck of cards. So spectator takes and shuffles the deck of cards themselves. They name a number. They count that number down onto my hand, and their card is there. But it's a 3-phase routine. So the first time they name the card and the number, the second time they just pick a card and they name a number, and the third time they just think of a card and they don't even pick a number. They just put random amount of cards in my hand from anywhere in the deck, and it still ends up being the card. It's I sell at least 2 or 3 of those every day. They're
wow.
It's pretty, and it's inexpensive. It's like $10, so everybody in the world wants to buy it to figure out how the trick works, even if they're not going to do it. But hopefully people do it. I've seen lots of people doing it on their YouTube channels, and makes me smile.
The thing is, okay, let's talk about first. Wait, let me see. Can I show? I'll show them one. Oh, wait, sorry. Can you perform one magic for the viewers now?
Sure. Remember I was talking about penetrations and things through things? So I was playing with this. This is kind of cool. These are 2 playing cards. You might notice that this one folds. I fold this one in half. This one, the Ace of Spades, is just going to go in between the 2 of them like this. So it's just in like that. The idea is that when I push down, I can make this card just slowly go right through. Can you see that? It looks like it's going right through the card. Of course, even if I tilt it like that, you can see it's really going through it. It's just really going through. But look, if I do it really slow, you can see that very moment where it just passes all the way through. And then I can open up this card to show you there's no cut, there's no tear. It's all a playing card. It's just so that's the easy way. It became more and more like a challenge for me. I was like, well, can I do it other ways? So I did it like this. This is kind of neat. I take the 2 queens, Queen of Clubs, the Queen of Spades. I put this one against that one like that, and I just push like that. Doesn't that look good? Looks like it's going right through it. You can see nothing. It's kind of crazy. It's just what I do. Keeping me busy. I thought about it like this. What do you think of this? Look, I told you I got 1,000 ways. Look, the king, the 10. Look at 10 like this, and I put the king just like that, and then I just press just gently, just a little bit, just like that. It should begin to go right through. That should be going through. Yeah. Crazy. I don't get it either. Some of the stuff bugs me.
So that's what you call the pandemic creation. Am I correct?
Yeah. I just keep coming up with new methods. It's it's just, hey, hi, Ada. Good afternoon. I saw there's people from Alabama and South Korea, and Norman mentioned something about Rubik's Cubes. I finally got a Rubik's Cube I can solve. Isn't this good?
Okay, hold on.
This is the Rubik's Cube I can solve. Does that look good?
Unfair, man. Unfair. A very unfair Rubik's Cube. You have to design your own. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to show them a cool video that went viral. It's called The Vanishing Bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Let me just go. I have 2 videos of those. I'm going to go show them I think the earlier video, the first one that you did. Here we go.
Hey there.
Shawn Farquhar here, the International President of the International Brotherhood of Magicians, and I'm here to vanish a bottle. But this time I'm gonna do it naked. Okay, not naked. The bottle's naked. See, it says right there, naked grape. It's a Malbec. It's Canadian. Well, it was a Malbec. It was Canadian. It was delicious, but now it's gone. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do it just the way I've always done it. I'm gonna stand back here so you can see right to the ground. I'm gonna make sure you can see above me. I'm not gonna use the handkerchief. I have no friends, nothing, just me, a bottle, 2 hands, a glass bottle, watch as it goes. 1, 2, 3, and it's gone, completely disappeared right before your very eyes. Not here, not here, not in my sleeves, not on my back. It's nowhere. It's gone. I vanished a bottle, and I'll keep vanishing bottles as long as you keep watching. Bye-bye.
Wow, I was younger. Oh, your microphone's off.
Sorry, that was one of the 16 versions that Shawn can do with a vanishing bottle.
Yeah,
So 16 versions?
16
Seriously?
of them. I did one, where was it? Oh, on Sri Lanka Airlines at 35,000 feet. The flight attendant said they'd seen some of my videos and would I do one for them? So I went up into the front area. One of the pilots came out of the cockpit. We sat around the beverage cart. I took one of their wine bottles. I put it in a paper bag and slowly vanished it, then tore open the bag to show it wasn't inside. And there, you can just hear them going, wow, it was very cool. I did them outdoors at parties. Thanks. Glad you like that. Very
And
cool.
okay, another version that I'm going to go show to them is version number 2. So in case you're wondering, yeah, it's nighttime. Well, she's going to go do it this time, daytime.
Oh, I know this
Okay,
one
hold
after
on.
the party.
Yeah, here we go. Check it out, guys. Vanishing bottle, version number. I don't know if it's 1, 2, or 3, or 4. Here we go. Enjoy.
I'm just cleaning up after my 50th birthday party. Maybe you saw I vanished a bottle. Well, I'm going to do it again. Check it out. Okay, maybe not this one. This one's maybe just a wee bit too big. Instead, I'm going to use one of these ones. And I'm not going to do it right here. I'm actually going to go back just a little bit, right to about here. The reason I'm going back so far is I want you to be able to see at all times the bottom, the ground. Because a lot of people say, Shawn, I think you dropped the bottle out of frame. Now back here, there's no way it's possible. Oh, a lot of people said, you're using trick bottles. They're not glass. These are glass bottles found right here at the party. A lot of people said, Shawn, you're using a trick cloth. This is one of my wife's dishcloths. I'm going to make this as obvious as humanly possible for you all to see. I'm going to do this very slowly because when it's done slowly, it'll be impossible. You should see the bottle up close. 1 second. You can still see the bottle? Good. I'm going to go back again. I just want to make sure you can see it. I'll do this very slowly. I'll wrap around the neck of the bottle, trap the bottle, and do this very slowly. Watch. And the bottle vanishes. It's completely gone. Both sides, all the way through, no bottle to be found. It's the vanishing bottle trick. Why do I do it? I vanish bottles not to challenge you, not to fool you, but to give you a sense of wonder, just a few seconds of magic. If for just a second you felt that sense of wonder, well, I did my job. It's my job. You know, the impossible is only impossible until somebody does it. And then it's possible. Thanks for watching my videos. Subscribe. See you later. Keep well, keep busy, and most of all, be happy. Bye-bye.
Wow, again, thank you very much for that one. This time, daytime, and still, it's gone. Now, what's the story behind this vanishing bottle thing? Oh, and how did you end up having 16 versions? I think 16 different versions.
Yeah.
I thought it's just it's only one. I mean, it's the same root. How should I say
Same
it?
effect,
It's the same
different
effect.
method.
Oh,
effect
that's the
is
same
the
method.
same,
Different methods.
different methods. I was in Bulgaria. No, not in Bulgaria. I was in I was in Budapest, Hungary. I was in Budapest, Hungary, waiting for a car to pick me up, and there was a Coca-Cola bottle just kind of blowing in the wind on the ground. I picked it up to go put it in a trash can and realized there were no trash cans. So I still had it in my hand, a small bottle. I looked at the window behind me because it was nighttime. It looked like a big mirror. So I started playing with the bottle to see how I could hide it while waiting for the car. And I had a good idea. I liked it so much I had to keep the bottle. When the driver came with the car, I got in. We drove to a restaurant. When we got to the restaurant, I said, would you do me a favor? To the person across the table, I said, would you just videotape me for a second? I just want to do something. And I took this little glass bottle that they gave me that was like a juice bottle, and I made it disappear. And the person on the other side said, where did that go? I said, oh, I guess it looks good. I watched the video and posted it that night. Didn't think about it. It was about 4 days later. I was in Vienna, and a magician said, wow, that vanishing a bottle thing is really incredible. And I'm like, which one? Because the one you did. Oh, yeah, I forgot I did that. I looked, and it had tens of thousands of hits. And I was like, oh, cool. So I taught the guy in Vienna how I did it, and I let him do one. I videotaped him. It was about a week later. I was in Russia, and my friend Boris Wild was there. And Boris said, can you show me how it works? So I taught him and made a video of him doing it. And then the next thing I knew, I was in Bulgaria, and my friend there said the same thing. So I showed him, and then I forgot about it. When I came home to Canada, I went out to my local IBM Ring number 92 meeting, and the guys afterwards, we all go for a snack someplace, and they were going, hey, do the bottle trick. So I did it for all of them, and that one got like 75,000 views in a day. And the next, it was on Australian news channel, and I was paid by you. Yeah, it went crazy viral. It was fun. Hundreds of thousands of hits. And I went, well, that was fun. And then went, I wonder if there's another way to vanish the bottle other than the way that I did it. And so I went, wonder, this will give me something to do with my spare time to think of a different method. And as I thought of them, I came up with more and more and more. I do some with a deck of cards inside of a bottle, and I make the bottle vanish, but still have the deck of cards. Lots of different.
I should have posted that. I should have included it here. I didn't.
They can go and visit my YouTube channel and see tons of them. If they just watch vanishing bottles all night, they'll go insane.
By the way, after showing that vanishing bottle, I have some reactions here coming from some of our viewers. It's up to you if you're going to answer, but if you don't want to answer, where is the bottle now?
It's in my hand. No.
And there's one comment here. Wow, amazing. And this comment is coming from the MAGFI president. Awesome.
Hi, Alan.
And
that's awesome. Hey, you want to see something weird?
Amazing.
Watch the bottle.
Oh, wait. Let me just take out this comment over here. Oh,
amazing. Thanks for
wait. Now I'm getting all mixed up now. Okay, go.
Show you something cool. Before I normally make the bottle vanish like this. I'll do something weirder with it. You can see the bottom is solid. You can see the top is solid. It's just a bottle.
Yep.
So I can't do anything to it. But if I take the cap off like this, just the cap, and I just go like that, doesn't look like the cap goes inside.
Very visual.
How in the heck did that happen, right? Yeah, this is a coin, solid coin. I'll just do that like that so it goes in too. Now it's got a coin and the cap inside. Yeah, that's my job.
So that's why he is a two-time world champion and a FISM world magic champion. How about a big hand for my guest, Mr. Shawn Farquhar? Wow. Again, guys, you are watching Let's Talk Magic. This is episode number 4. I'm featuring, of course, Mr. Shawn Farquhar. And please do stay at the end of the program because like what happened last week, we will be giving out, or rather, we will be throwing away another magic item. Now, for the lucky viewer who can type in the correct answer to the question that I'll be asking for later on, well, I'll invite you to go join our broadcast and choose from one of these 3 envelopes over here. Envelope number 1, number 2, number 3. Now, why did I put through Roman numeral numbers? Because if I'm going to go write the number and show it over here, it will be mirrorized. So that's why instead of having problems with that, I wrote the numbers in Roman numeral numbers. So inside each envelope is a different prize. Okay? So again, you have to choose. You have to choose between one of these 3 envelopes later on for the one lucky viewer. Again, this is Let's Talk Magic episode number 4. My name is Chubster, my guest for today is Mr. Shawn Farquhar. Please don't forget to share the stream. Come on, guys. Share the stream. And later on, on our next episodes, I will be having, I'm getting tang. Yun, that's it. We will be giving out one cool something to one lucky sharer. sharer, if I may say so. Okay.
That's so nice.
Yeah, of course. I can get lots of viewers still. And of course, it's Let's Talk Magic. So, guys, wait, let me see if there are other comments coming in. How did you do that, Mr. Sean?
Very well. It's my job.
Ian Lee says, super great. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, by the way, this is one of our friends from Singapore.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I should
We're
have
featured on the cover of the Linking Ring magazine.
And he's a regular featured writer in MUM from the Society of American Magicians. His name is Mr. Bottles. Mr. Bottles, thank you very much for watching. And I hope you guys
Member
are
of the
Singapore.
what's the Singapore ring? The Great Leon?
115, the Great Wong Ring.
Great Wong Ring. I knew it was
It's
great.
headed by Mr. John Teo, the TVD vice president. Yeah, Mr. John Teo. So guys, again, thank you very much for watching. And this time, okay, we've talked about the vanishing bottle craze, the history of the Omnideck, first magic. Who is your magical influences? And aside from your dad, again, during
my dad's probably my biggest influence. Jerry Andrus. Most of the names you're not going to know though. Like if I name the people that really I admired were people like Dr. John Gilliland. He had an eidetic memory and was he gave me his library when he passed. So I've got a lot of books that really helped to change my world. People like Tony Yang, who was the Canadian ambassador to magic. So many, Jack Calvé, Jack Poulter, all members of my IBM ring who were very good to me when I was young. People like Mandrake the Magician from the comic books. He was a real guy, Leon Mandrake. His son is the president of our SAM ring here in town. His other son, Ron, was a really close friend, and we spent a lot of time studying and learning magic. And Leon Mandrake, the magician, was very, very kind to me when he was, alive. Very cool. Singapore magicians are fun to be with. Yes, they are, Glenn. I need to go to Singapore. My ancestor is William Farquhar, who was one of the founders, the engineer for Singapore. So I got to get back, get there to go hang out. But nowadays I think the people I admire are people like Lance Burton and Matt King. I will always be a fan of Johnny Thompson. Johnny Thompson, I think, was the greatest living magician when he was alive. I've been very fortunate to meet so many of the great magicians. And at the same time, it's very unfortunate because they're passing on us. So many have gone. Eugene Berger was a dear friend, and I loved his teachings. But lately, it seems like I'm losing more friends than I'm getting just because of age. But I still love them all, and I try to hear the voices in my head when I'm creating magic and be just a person. I think it's very cool. Oh, Robert, yeah, we met that's a long time ago. Robert moved all the way. That's very cool.
He's based in the Philippines now.
That's so good. Magic in the Rockies. What a great convention. They produced this thing in Colorado, and it includes your lunches and your dinners. And they know that magicians would starve if you didn't actually schedule the meals and give them something to eat, because we would just spend all our time just doing magic. And so, although I remember my only trip to the Philippines in Manila, that after the magic contest, you guys took me to a great little pizza place where we had beer and pizza before my health failed. It was a very good evening. Oh, your microphone went out again.
I kept unmuting myself here.
Okay.
The most memorable evening prior to the what.
Yeah, to me falling apart and getting a free trip in an ambulance. And
charge to experience.
Hey, it made it really memorable, and it makes me want to come back again. I had really wanted to spend a longer time anyways, and so this will give me an opportunity in the future to go to the Philippines, spend like a month or something. Now that I have my own theater, I can pick my own hours and do what I want to when I want to.
And of course, if you're gonna go fly by Singapore, fly by Manila first, or if you want to fly by Manila first, go to Singapore. I can also accompany you to Singapore because I also miss the guys in Singapore right now, all the magicians friends of mine. Again, to the Great Wong Ring, 115, IBM Ring. Hello to you guys.
We'll make it a trip. I'll do Singapore, and we'll do go up to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. It'll be good. I've had people wanting me to come and visit there's a group that wants to start an IBM ring in Vietnam. And so maybe that'll be a good excuse to go up that way too.
His name is Palmas Nguyen. I've attended one of their first ever, we attended one of their first ever convention 2 years ago.
Oh.
So it turned out to be great.
Oh, very cool.
So,
that comes together.
The guys there was lots of guys there. We have Shutogawa and the Japanese guy, that the curly guy here, the one who eats blades.
Curly guy here, a Japanese.
Yes.
Guy.
No. A younger guy.
Younger guy. I never seen
Tanba,
curly hair.
Tanba, the guy who eats blade. Speaking of who eats blade, you are the only aside from you are the only lecturer of the prestigitators who was lucky enough to have met the late Paul Potasi.
Paul Potasi.
We had
you were
lunch
very gracious and took me to his hotel, and he took us for the full buffet. It was a great afternoon. It was very special. I'd always wanted to meet the gentleman, and he was everything everybody said about him, which was very cool.
Yeah, I sad to say he left us already a couple of years back. But anyway, to the man, Mr. Potasi, I can't say hats off to you because I'm not wearing a hat. Salute to you. Okay, now let's go to a while back. You've mentioned let's talk about later of you winning the FISM. But of course, the FISM 2020-21 was rescheduled now for FISM 2020-22. Yeah. So the thing is, based on what's happening still as of the moment, even though there's vaccines arriving, maybe from of course there is vaccine available already. Would it still be? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but would it still be a safe convention? I mean, I don't want to say anything bad. Of course, I like attending conventions, but
I have no idea either. I think that it's still a long ways off, and the vaccine seems to be rapidly being deployed. Canada is going to get 1 million a week for the next 6 weeks, which is incredible considering we don't even manufacture it in our country. The United States thinks everybody's going to be who wants to be by the end of May, which is brilliant. I know that everything was pushed a year, that this September, the end of September, they're going to do the FISM North America Championships in Quebec in person. Mm-hmm. It's going to be the last 2 days of September, the first 3 days of October. That's where they'll pick all the Americans, North Americans, Canadians, and everything to compete to see who's going to be there. And they're still going ahead with the plans for 2022. I think it's a long ways off. And as fast as the pandemic set on us, I think that once people are vaccinated, I think that people want to be going out and being safer. I think that it'll look a little different. I think they'll probably have masks and lots of hand sanitization stations, and maybe they'll create some outdoor events. But I have faith in Rene and Pierre, the organizers, that they will do it in the safest manner possible and put on a FISM that we would never, ever anticipate seeing. I just know that they'll do a great job. I'm not a mind reader, and I can't tell the future, but I've dreamt since I was a young boy that, FISM would come to Canada, and that there was even talk of it being canceled really, really drove deep into my heart, very sadness. And now that there's, hope again, I feel it's a positive thing. Magicians want to get together. We want to do it safely. So we wait a little bit, but as it stands, it looks like if the numbers keep getting better and things are decreasing, we can stand a chance. There's lots of stupid people out there not wearing masks and not sanitizing. I'm amazed by how many people there are. They're like, they've got these, you can't politicize. I said, there's nothing about politics involved. It's health. Safety. It's just health. End of story. It's like, you can make up all the excuses you want to, but in the end, it's just health. I have a theater that hasn't been open since Halloween, and no money coming in. And people are like, aren't you angry? I said, no, because if they let me open and people got sick, I'd feel even worse. Yes. I want to open, and I want to open safely, and I want to open with safety protocols in place. And soon as they'll let me, I will, but I want to do it in a safe manner because I don't want to be responsible for a single person getting sick and definitely nobody dying. My mother's in a care home and we had bouts of, lots of people dying in care homes. And so I went almost 8 months not seeing my mother in person. And
Wow.
it wasn't until she was vaccinated and safe that I then, ventured in to start helping her to eat again because she's going through dementia and has trouble, even holding a fork. And the caregivers can only spend so much time. But now I go in for lunches, make sure I fatten her up in the afternoon. We listen to some music together, and then I head home to play Call of Duty. And
Call of Duty, huh? Well, there's one comment here coming from the MAGFI president, Alan Soriano. One of my memorable competitions, Sean, was one of the judges at that time. That was November 2014.
That was a great contest. I remember it well. It was a nice little theater and everything. We had a good time.
We're watching, I think, at the balcony section of the
Yep.
theater, something like that.
We were definitely in the
And-
balcony. There was a guy
Not
with
too
a
bad.
barrel act. There were several bird acts. There was even a guy who did an illusion in it. It was very cool.
Well, now, where I seem to be
Hey,
lost.
you want to see
here.
a card trick?
Okay, sure. Okay, hold on. Thank you very much for saving me now. Guys, check it out. The
I'll give
world
you a
champion
second.
performing magic for you, Mr. Shawn Farquhar. Here we go. Floor is all yours.
New idea. You'll be the first people to ever see me do this. It's a deck of cards. Look, just for randomness, I'll take any card out of the center of the deck. We'll use this one, the 7 of spades. I'm going to fold it in half. Now the folds, it has to be precise. That's the most important part. You want to make sure it's folded precisely in half. That's good. Then I'm going to fold it in quarters. So that's in half the other direction. It's very nice. I'll fold it back the other way. So the 7 of spades is folded in half. And I'm going to give it a tear right down the middle. Well, look at that. They look like little legs. Hello, hello. Okay, so if I take and I tear one, it's one group, and I tear the other side, that's important too. And I put all the pieces together. So they're just kind of being held like this. This is where it's going to get weird. If I do this very slowly, you should be able to see this. Here, I'll do this very slowly.
Whoa.
Look at that weird. Come on, you got to admit that looks weird.
Of course, it's weird because it's all mixed up, mismade.
It's like my torn to pieces trick, only done with a playing card instead. It's weird. I love it.
Nice.
I don't do coin magic. You want to see my coin trick?
You don't do coin magic, but okay, of course.
I'm going to ask you the questions, Chubster. This is an observation thing. I have 2 coins. I have a British penny, has a picture of the Queen when she was attractive.
Okay.
And, I'm kidding. She was never attractive. And I have an American dollar. So I got American dollar, British penny. I'm going to put them both in my left hand. They go in my left hand. I'm going to remove one. I'm going to take one out. I'm going to get it out of the way. What the test is can you remember which one I took out and which one is left?
I forgot the name, but the copper one is
Okay,
left.
we'll start over then, okay? It's the copper one is the British penny, and then there's the American dollar. So
Okay.
I put the 2 of them into my left hand like this. Then I'm going to remove one, leaving the rest of my fist. When I remove the one, you have to tell me which one's left. Now you can say copper or silver, you can say British or American, whatever you want to. Got the
The
idea?
silver one. The silver
so
one.
Let's start, okay? So I have these 2 coins. Are you ready to start? Okay, good. I have 2 coins. I'm going to take one coin. I sneak it out. Just one. Now you're going to tell me which one's left.
Copper.
Okay, so remember, it's only 2 coins, and I'm going to take one out. And when I take the one out of my fist, you're going to tell me which one's left. So now,
Okay,
go.
now I
What
know.
is it?
It's silver.
Want to take a second guess?
Both coins?
No,
Are
neither.
there?
But that's a good guess.
I thought you're still gonna end up with the 2 coins inside your hand.
Me too.
Oh, well, lots of reactions here. Wow, applause and
Oh, nice.
woo. See, I'm
So
just
love
gonna go run through this one. Okay. Oh, there's one girl also saying silver.
Yay! Good guess, Anna. Excellent guess.
Okay, there you go. Some of my friends are watching. Thank you very much,
Thanks,
guys, for
Gabby.
watching. Okay, OMG. Okay, I'm gonna show them another trick of yours from your YouTube channel, and this
Sure.
is called. Since you showed the Rubik's cube a while back, I'm gonna go And the one who mentioned the Rubik's Cube watching from Alabama, that's my cousin.
Oh,
I'm gonna go show you guys a video of this guy, this world champion guy, and it's called Cube Book. So I don't know what Cube Book is all about. So guys, check this out, Cube Book. So you need to purchase that book in order for you to learn how to do that trick.
once you got that book, you can solve a cube in 10 seconds. It's really easy.
Just cover it with the book and it's all arranged.
You see all the cubes over my shoulder? Those are the ones I haven't solved yet. It's very nice.
So you have lots of cups and balls. You have wooden balls. You have, wooden cups and balls. You have
I got, little Rubik's cubes and big Rubik's cubes. This one's hard to solve because I can't get it out of the jar. So it's really annoying.
Yeah. Lots of.
They're really hard to solve. You ever tried to solve one of these things? It takes like forever to get them like this. Just forever. Just crazy.
Oh, can you do that in slow motion?
You probably can. Yeah, I've got those are just projects I'm working on. I'm working on oh, thanks. I do look different with a beard, don't I? I look
like what I said, that's the pandemic look.
yeah. And my hair wasn't as gray because it seems to be getting gray and grayer by the day now. Apparently I've gotten old. Your hair doesn't look any grayer.
Don't talk about hair, okay? Don't talk about hair.
Yours doesn't look gray at all, Chubster. What's your secret?
Okay, now let's go to you winning the FISM 2009 World Champion. You have, I showed them a photo of you holding on to 2 trophies. That was during the FISM 2009, right?
The 2 trophy one? Actually, that's 2006.
Oh, sorry about that. My bad.
Okay, everybody thinks it's 2009, but those are the very first year they started offering those trophies up. I'd won my first FISM award in 2003, and that was in Micro Magic. I took the silver. And then in 2006, I went to Stockholm, where I competed in both stage and close-up and took second place in both. And then it was in 2009 when I won the World Championship in Card Magic and then the Grand Prix World Championship in close-up. So I've got like 5 FISM awards. So
wow, all in all, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy. I have one less than the most. Magic Christian of Vienna was given an extra special award in Italy for his brilliant work on Hofsinger. And it was funny because just a year before, he and I were talking, and I said, we're tied for the most FISM awards in history. And then they gave him this one in Italy. And I said, wow, you've got one more than me. But don't worry, you're old. You'll pass away soon, and I'll try competing one more time. Even if I love him, and he deserves everything he's gotten. Can you do the oil and water that you do here in Manila? Oh, I love that trick. I'd have to tilt the screen, but I guess I could. Do you want to see something? I can do a part of it. I can't do the whole thing because
the oil and water thing.
Yeah. Did you like that one?
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go put you on the screen now. So
sure.
If you want.
I'm gonna tilt my screen down for the mess down here. Yeah, you can see that. Look, here's a deck of cards. You can see they're all mixed up. I'll start with just 6 cards. This will make it easy. Look, you can see there are 3 blacks and 3 reds, and I'm gonna mix them like this so that they intermix black and red, black and red. And if I just hold them for a few seconds, they actually separate so that the black are on one end and the red are on the other. I'll do it again so you can see. Just like this, I mix them. I just have to leave them for a second. No fancy moves. When I turn them around, you can see that they're not all, wait. Look, I think they look mixed up. Do you see? Oh, yeah, those are mixed up. Are these mixed up? Yep, they're still mixed up. Oh, okay, they're still mixed up. That's good. Look. I just have to leave them a little bit longer. I didn't leave them long enough. They just started to unmix. Now they're unmixed. Here, I'll do them face up. This will be easier. Look. Face up, you can see them being mixed. There's a black one, there's a red one, there's a black one, there's a red one, there's a black one, there's a red one. They really are mixed. I just wait a few seconds and they actually separate. You can do them with all the cards like this. I can take some cards face down and some cards face up, and I mix them up. So you have some facing one way, some facing the other way. I don't know how many cards are going this way. I don't know how many cards are going the other way. It's just a huge mix-up of cards. There's no way I could keep track of how many cards are going either direction while talking. I'd have to one or something. Look, some are this way, some are this way, some are like
Yes.
face to face. It's just a mess of cards. But remember, when I leave them like that, Chubster, just for a little, just a little bit. Yep, that's about long enough. Now they're all facing one direction again. If I wait just a few more seconds, now all the black ones are together and all the red ones are together. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Wait, I'll do it again. Really slow so you can see.
There's
Some
more?
facing this way. Yeah, some facing this way, some back and forth. I want you to see they really are being mixed up. Some this way. I don't know how many. I don't care how many. Cards do this all by themselves. It's like they don't like to be, out of order. So these cards are going this way. Some are going that way, just back and forth. You can see facing all over the place. Just a huge mess of cards. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yeah, they're just all over
messed
the
up.
place. Huge mess all over the place. Look. I'll just leave them like this. Yep. A little bit longer. Yep. And now you can see they're all facing one direction. Few more seconds.
Camera trick.
Wait, if I wait a little bit longer,
Yes.
about that long, yeah. Now all the clubs are together. All the diamonds are together. All the spades are together. And all the hearts are together.
Suits are all wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Very, very, very crazy.
It's my job.
Oh, any by the way, I don't know if this is a compliment, but I'm gonna go show it to you. You look like Wolverine because of your.
I love it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wolverine was Canadian. If you follow the X-Men, Wolverine was born in Canada. So I think I've got some of the Wolverine genes.
Wow. The best oil and water. And wow, very good.
Oh, you're still performing it? That's awesome to hear. I love when it ends with the solid deck of cards going back into the box and everything. It's my RSVP routine.
What's your go-to trick, so to speak?
I guess I really don't have. I have a wallet. So it's the one thing I always have on me is my C2W wallet, which is like a card to wallet, but it's not just for card to wallet. It does tons of stuff. I incorporated lots of stuff into it. Like I have a no card and wallet where people can just, they select a card through a random process. They get their card and then I open the wallet and show it to another spectator and they see the playing card inside the wallet. But when I show it to the spectators, they don't see it. Then when I open the wallet, you can see there's nothing in the photo area, but I'll ask them to hold it and I take a picture of them. And when they look at the picture, the playing card is actually in the wallet, which is kind of cool. And so it's a no card and wallet and a card and wallet and tons of stuff in it. I carry a picture in it, so it's got torn to pieces. The wallet has probably a dozen magic tricks in it. And I have a trick that I haven't released yet, only because I don't have a name for it. Might release it as the trick with no name. You can borrow a spectator's phone and a spectator's credit card or loyalty card or gift card or whatever. They take the credit card or whatever the number is. They multiply the first digits by the next digits, divide them by the next digits, add the next digits, and they get a number. And once they have the number, I turn the card around and I rub the black magnetic strip, and that number appears in the magnetic strip that they've calculated. And then I can make it wipe away and I can give them back their card and their phone. It's kind of cool. I've been doing it for 16 years. And I've just never gotten around to releasing it. In fact, the first video that I recorded of it to release was with the original iPhone. And then later it was with the iPhone 3. And I recorded it again with the iPhone 5. So yeah, I just haven't got around to releasing it.
Speaking of iPhone, so you have the very first iPhone to the latest iPhone. You have an iPhone collection?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a few iPhones.
Okay, now going back first to FISM 2000, this coming FISM, will you be competing?
No, it's in Canada, and I just want to be part of it. I was lucky enough to be on the committee that helped to obtain the bid, and I'll support them in any way I can. I hope that I'm involved in some way, but it's totally up to the producers what they want to do. but I'll be there as a paid registrant no matter what, and as an ambassador of Canada. I'll take everybody to go see bears and whales. Okay.
Mm.
Probably no bears. You might see whales, but
But have you heard that Blackpool Convention will be doing the online convention this year, right? Have you
oh,
heard of that?
I wasn't aware, but I assumed that they were probably going to go online.
I think from what I remember, I think it's this coming April,
Oh,
Blackpool
wow.
Convention. Okay, there's one question here coming from Mr. James Cortez. I'm gonna go put it on the
Hey,
screen now.
James. What's my creative process when trying to build or create your own effects? Sleep deprivation. Yeah, it really is. I just went through this. I was invited to do an 8-part miniseries called Unleashed, in which they wanted me to do just 10 or 15-minute talks, no production, just like this, just sitting talking to my camera. And I went through actually creating it a trick. We started from scratch, and I created it and showed all the different things. I think what I do is I take in any thoughts that I have on the idea. I write them down, and I always stay positive. I don't edit myself. I think of every possible method there is, regardless if it's good or bad. That's not the time to do that. I can criticize myself later. So in the start, I'll take whatever it is, and I will just put every idea possible and how it could be done, no matter how insane it is. And then I'll go backwards. Yeah, and I'll go backwards and pick out the ones that are reasonable, and ones that I could probably do something with. And then I attack my library. I've got close to 10,000 books and periodicals and lecture notes. So I'll go through them looking for stuff. It's difficult, but I keep looking for the ideas to see what other methods there are and what I can apply to it. And then I start just performing it to video. I used to perform always to a mirror, but I found that I picked up bad habits like blinking at the moment the trick is going to happen. I tell everybody now, just use a camera and turn the camera so you can't see it. Just don't see the monitor. Just do it so that set up your iPhone so it's the back camera. Turn it so you can't see it at all, and do the trick, and then turn around and watch it. And if you have to, put a nice fancy picture on the back of your iPhone so that people can see something smiling, and you can talk to that while you do your magic trick. But and then trial and error. And after that, I honestly criticize myself, and I think like a spectator as much as I can. And it's sometimes I start with the method, and sometimes I start with the plot. Sometimes it's just a weird photograph or something that I've seen, some image or a thought. The other day, I just joined TikTok like 2 weeks. Boy, that's time consuming. But fun. I showed the penetration of a card in my TikTok video, and a guy came back and said, if this is going to be anything like Shawn Farquhar's bottle thing, he's going to end up pushing a deck of cards through the slit. And so that was the next thing I had to do. I found a way to take a whole deck of cards, put it in a box, and push one card through the entire deck. And then I made the deck disappear. It took me 2 days to figure it out. But it was because somebody inspired me with a theme, a plot, and I went, what do I know that can be applied to that? And I took an idea from an old magical arts journal from the 1980s, an idea from Paul Harris also from the 1980s, and combined the two of them together with a little bit of my own little thinking in the middle and created something completely new.
Okay, there's one follow-up question from a while back coming from Leodini again.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, here we go.
What does my daily work schedule look like? Well, let's see. Nap, Call of Duty, Call of Duty. No. So pre-pandemic, my work schedule was get up, drive to an airport, get on a plane, fly, check into a hotel, find the venue, rehearse with the venue, take a nap in the dressing room, do the shows, finish the shows, pack the show, go out to spend time with the sponsors, the clients, go to the room, nap, get up, get on a plane, fly to the next venue, and do that again. And I was doing 285 days a year on the road. And then I just basically said I had enough and opened my own little theater. And then when I opened my theater, it was sleep in the morning. Very nice. Drive to the theater, take a nap at the theater, set up the show and do the show, talk to the people, go out for dinner with my staff, and then go home and take a nap. I've slept more in the last year and a half than I've slept in the last 10 years because my body has slowed down. And with it, I put on weight because I've never had to go to a gym. I was always running from one plane to the next. And weightlifting, what did I need that for? I had two 80-pound suitcases I had to carry everywhere. Chubster will tell you he had to carry my bags around when I wasn't well in the Philippines, and they were heavy. So nowadays it's pandemic. It's get up, look at ideas for magic, be inspired, create magic for this world, create new magic tricks for my Zoom show, learn more about how camera and lighting techniques work, and how to develop the show and promote and publicize, and learn new skills. And the last week I've been out in my shop building stuff. I'm creating a routine for a friend of mine who's going to compete at FISM in Quebec. And he needed specially made props. So I've learned to make the props because I devised the idea, but the props don't exist. So I'm having to make them, which makes it exciting. You lost 30 pounds? That's so good, Glenn. I found your 30 pounds. I found it. What was the question before that, Chubster? Somebody had posted something up there when I was chatting there.
Is this the one?
Do you have different presentations, Sherlock book test? Yes, I have several presentations of the Sherlock book test. If you look, my third appearance on Penn and Teller's Foolish was with the Invisible Man. I have an entire different routine with the Invisible Man that's like Sherlock, but in the ending, I can actually have the lady spectator memorize the deck of cards, have her husband stand up, he can pick a page, and she can tell him what's written on the page, or tell him the page number if he reads what's on the page. So I can turn a spectator into a magical savant like me, knowing all the pages and numbers. So always working on new stuff. And what's cool is, with Palmer Magic, anybody who buys my magic and registers, I give them all special registration codes. When I come up with a new idea, I share it for free. So like the people who bought Sheer Luck before Penn and Teller's Foolish were given the method of Penn and Teller's Foolish for free. That's like $100 trick. They only paid $80 for the original trick, and they got the $100 trick secret for free. And they're about to get the Penn and Teller new idea for free as well. So I'm always working on different presentations for things. I don't want to do just one. And I came up with 9 methods for the Sheer Luck. In fact, the one I did on Foolish is different than the one I sold.
Oh, okay. Okay, another one. Here we go. What's your feeling when you first perform in Penn and Teller? Full the first time? I was actually about to ask it, but go ahead.
That's a great question. The first time I was in Paris, France working, and I flew over for the day. It was literally in a day. I flew over. They videotaped me in the morning doing the pub scene, and then they took me to a hotel where I changed, brought me back to the dressing room. I rehearsed. I was the first person on the stage on the very first day of filming, so I was basically the first person to film and fool them. And I was elated. I never dreamed I would fool them. That was not my purpose at all. My purpose was to get the chance to hang out with Johnny Thompson, who was the technical advisor. And we hung out a lot, and he was very kind to me. And he even said, "You're going to fool the boys." And I was like, really? I can't imagine that. And when I did, I danced like I was 5 years of age. And then when I came back, it still wasn't my goal to fool them. I never went on Foolish ever to fool them. I went on there for the exposure, and, for the experience. And when I fooled them the second time, I really was thrilled because I crafted the second time to be a different method of Sheer Luck than what I'd done before. And I wasn't there so much to fool Penn and Teller as I was there to fool the 1,000 people that already owned Sheer Luck. I wanted them all to go, wait, it looks like the same trick, but that's not how it works. And I gave them the free blank book to keep, and people started emailing me the day after it aired going, "You can't do that trick the way you did it." And I was like, yeah, and I'll teach it to you. Even my third time, I didn't go on to fool. I went on to have a good time. The third time was to expose the world to my Hidden Wonders Theater, and it did that. I sold out the day after it aired. I sold out for months in advance. In fact, I was sold out until May or June, and I had to close the doors on the 13th of March. But I was sold out for months because of the exposure from that show. It was very cool.
But is Hidden Wonder still open now, or is it still in operation, or what?
It's in operation, but it's not open. each province in Canada has what they call a health minister, and the health
Okay.
minister can pass health orders. And the current health orders don't allow people to gather in for theater. You can go as a family. You can go to a restaurant and eat. As a couple, you can go to a bar and drink, but you can't go to a theater. So there are no plays, there are no movies, which I think is really weird because in a bar, you sit across from a person and you laugh and you talk. In a restaurant, there's people in all different directions. At a theater, you all face one direction and you don't talk. You watch and maybe you laugh a little. I think of all the places, it's probably the safest of them all. But our health minister has health orders in place that don't allow me to open the doors. And people are still buying tickets in hopes that it opens, which is exciting for me. And the day that they say I can open, I will swing the doors wide and bring them in. I spent months making it the most beautiful little jewel box of a theater. It's a speakeasy. It has a hidden door that you have to look for. It's hidden behind a fake store. The store looks so real, it's been robbed twice.
What?
Yep.
Robbed twice?
Robbed twice.
By the way, Hidden Wonders went virtual, right?
Yeah. I did a small series of Hidden Wonder shows, and they were incredibly successful. I limited the amount of people so that 50 people per show, so that it didn't get overcrowded and I could see everybody. And the reaction was huge. In fact, I was invited by the Magic Castle to perform for their New Year's Eve gala from my Hidden Wonders. And they had 450 people attend that show. And it was a lot of fun too. Now my student, Alexander, is doing some virtual shows using the storefront. And he calls it Game Night. And it's all magic tricks with board games. He's a past president of the International Brotherhood of Magicians. Yeah, he helps me with my theater. So I said, well, why don't you just use my space and my cameras and my production and everything, and you can do some shows now. So right now he's doing some.
Yeah, that's great. Huh? Anyway, Shawn, I know it's, I think, almost 1 a.m. and
early for
Canada.
me.
Are you okay for you still?
No problem. That's like 12:30 at night.
12:30 at night. Okay, no problem with that. Okay, again, guys, you are watching Let's Talk Magic, episode number 4, featuring 2009 FISM World Champion, Mr. Shawn Farquhar. We will be ending the program in a few minutes. If you have any questions that you want to ask Mr. Farquhar, please type it in at the comment box, and I'll be happy to read it for you. And again, please do stay, because once we're done with the interview, I'll be throwing away a special something coming from Mr. Bob LaRue. Again, Robert LaRue, thank you very much for providing me with the throwaways for the lucky viewers. Again, you will be the lucky viewer will be choosing between envelopes number 1, 2, or 3, and whatever is inside will be yours. Okay, again, this is through the kindness of Mr. Robert Bob LaRue. So again, Bob, thank you very much for providing the throwaway materials. I call it just throwaways because according to Facebook, there are some terms that you cannot use, like I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying throwaways instead of saying the letter G away thingy.
Yeah.
So I'm just following the rules.
They have some weird things. I heard that someone was trying to sell magic coins, but you can't use the word coins, so they were using magic shiny things. It's like,
yeah. And the great show.
yeah, we're having fun. Thanks, yeah.
I failed to okay, let's go to a question over here. What skill slides are you practicing recently?
What skill slides am I practicing recently? I've been playing with some coins, but not coins. I've been playing with poker chips and revisiting a routine I created called Fly to the Third, which is a variation of Chris Kenner's Menage a Trois from Totally Out of Control. And so I've been playing a little bit with that and finding some cool applications for it. And just weird things like, do I have that to show you? No. Well, that might work. I don't know. I like this idea. Can you see the silver coin? It's got the crest of Scotland on it, right? Now it's Hidden Wonders. That's my Hidden Wonders coin. Isn't that cool? That's my head on there. Oh, I'm upside down. That's my head. Look, I pinch your head. It's life size. Yeah. Little moves like that, which I think are very cool. So I've been playing with those a little bit right now. Always looking for new things. but that little silver to copper looks kind of neat.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Thanks.
And okay, are there any thing that you want to promote whatsoever again for Palmer Magic?
I just wanted to come and hang out with you, my friend. I owe you a debt of gratitude. You are one of those wonderful people I've met in the entire world, and I love you for it. And I just thought I would come on, visit, say hello to my friends in the Philippines and apparently in Hawaii and people that came from Colorado. How great is that? Hopefully all my fans will get a chance to watch the stream afterwards and check it out on Facebook. If you want to see more of me, you can always go check out my YouTube channel. And now I'm on TikTok. And
what's your TikTok account?
Shawn Farquhar, little underscore between Shawn and Farquhar. Yeah, easy to find. And you'll see I actually posted video of something I've never ever put on video in my entire life, but it's only 1 minute of a 3-minute act of a trick that I only did for PCAM and for Disney Cruise Lines. It's a song by Natasha Bedingfield called Unwritten. And I had some cards custom made for it by my friend Christian Schenk, the card shark in Germany. And It was very cool.
Christian is also a good friend of Mr. Potasi.
Yeah.
I think he was the last one to visit him.
I made my own trick deck of cards for it, and they were ugly. And he came over and told me they were ugly. Said, I will make you nice ones. Beautiful cards.
He's inviting you to Hawaii, Glenn.
I am looking. We'll do that. I'll go from Vancouver to Hawaii, Hawaii to Philippines, Philippines to Singapore, Singapore to Malaysia, Malaysia up to Vietnam. It's a tour. We're doing that.
You know what? If I have the time, and if I have recovered from my financial expenses right now, I can go with you.
I got to recover from this financial thing too. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Very, very bad. There's one last comment over here. Boom. Can we see one
last magic trick? Sure. What can I show you that's cool? How about this? I'll just, this is cool. I'll do it down here again. Just a deck of cards. I was using the red ones, but they're not in the box anymore. So I'll use these ones. When I'm practicing, my favorite thing to do, just a deck of cards. My favorite thing to do with a deck of cards is to practice the move. And this is the move. Isn't that cool? I know it doesn't look like much to you.
That's the move.
That's the move. What you didn't notice is that when I cut the card, I cut them with my right hand. And when I cut with my right hand, I only cut red cards. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Now with the left hand, it only cuts black cards. So this is black card. Those are black cards. These are black cards. See, my left hand only cuts to black cards. My right hand only cuts to red cards. Yeah. These are black. These are red. Can you see that? Look, if I go like that, you can see red, black, red, black. That's how they work. It doesn't matter. If I go like this, you can see red, the black, the red, the black, the red, the black. That's what they do. But if you want to get
confused,
look, if I go like this and I cut like that, that's black and black. But look, if I go over to here and I cut here and I cut like this, then they'll switch over again like that to the other side. Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Very crazy.
I don't get it. Just remember that when I do it with the right hand, it's red. When I do it with the left, it's black.
It's black.
Just a deck of cards.
So that's one last magic for you. Huh?
Just for you.
If you want to see more of Mr. Shawn Farquhar, you can visit his Facebook, YouTube channel, Shawn Farquhar. Am I correct?
Yeah, I think on my YouTube is Magic Champion.
Magic Champion.
I couldn't afford both. It's MAGICHAMPION.com. Same as my website, Magic Champion. My Facebook is Magic Champion. Everything I think is Magic Champion.
Do not miss Macau. Why, Glenn?
I love Macau. I've been there so many times, but it's kind of out of the way from doing Malaysia. That's crazy. I love it. Thank you.
And here we go. Amazing. And of course, lots of wow. That's amazing.
It's my job.
Course, it's not other than the two-time world champion and FISM world champion and two-time Penn and Teller Fuller, Mr. Shawn Farquhar. Wow, Shawn, again, sir, thank you very, very much for taking time. And of course, I'm really honored to that you agreed to be a guest on my episode, of course, of Let's Talk Magic. And yes, as soon as this pandemic is over, who knows when, I would really like to take you around Manila
I would
and
love
of
to see
course,
more of Manila than the
and,
hospital.
lots of food. So you can also have a taste of Filipino food. Not
I
not
love
pizza,
Filipino food.
not pizza. And wait, from Angel Castro. Yeah, I hope to see you again here.
I hope
He
to see you
attended
too, Angel.
he attended your lecture. And again, here we go. From some of the other guys.
Thanks, Anna. God bless you too.
And from Mr. Balos from Singapore. Here we go.
Thanks,
Okay,
Al.
let me just run fast on this one.
Thank you,
And
Anna.
that's
And Leanne.
about it. So, again, stay safe in regards to your wife and kids. And
I'm going to go play Call of Duty now.
it's Call of Duty time for Mr. Shawn Farquhar. Okay, Sean, can I ask you one question?
Sure.
Can you do me a favor? A simple question for me to ask so I can give this out. You can just type, there's a private chat over here.
Yeah.
If you can type in one easy question for me so I can ask them, then I'll let you go. So you won't
Easy
need to stay.
question.
Yeah.
Sure.
Magic related, of course. By the way, this is only for viewers in the Philippines. I can't afford to ship it outside the Philippines. So once again, for those guys who tuned in, thank you very much. And don't forget, for our next episode, will be featuring, of course, Mr. Justin Piñon, the mental assassin of the Philippines.
I love that title. How's
Yeah,
that for a question?
Okay, okay, yes, of course. If they're listening,
Then they'll know it.
Yeah, then they'll know it. So, again, wait. He said, no, I can't afford to ship it to Singapore. And of course, I don't know how the postal thing works right now during the pandemic. Okay? So, again, ladies and gentlemen, Sean, thank you very much for taking time. And it's time for you to play Call of Duty. So,
Yeah.
once again,
Salamat po.
thank you very much. Thank you very much for the bottom of my heart. Once again, guys, give it up for the one and only Shawn Farquhar. Sean, thank you very much. And I'm going to let you go now. Thank you, man. And I
Stay
talk to you
safe.
soon, sir. Regards to everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And guys, there you have it. That was Mr. Shawn Farquhar, FISM 2009 World Champion, broadcasting all the way, or joining us all the way from Canada. Okay, now here we go. It's time for me to give out the prizes. But first, before I do that, I would like to once again do some shout outs to our following, to the guys who helped me out on this one. Again, see, I'm getting all mixed up now. JP Tabuada, Chris Lina, Monyap, and of course, Mr. Robert Larue or Bob Larue. Thank you very much. And yeah, great episode. Thank you very much. Magnifico. Thank you. Again, guys, please don't forget to follow our, not that one. Follow our Facebook page, Chubster Flores Productions, and like the Facebook page, Chubster Flores Productions. Okay? What else? Okay. Again, thank you very much to Philippine Magic Scene. Guys, for the latest and Philippine Magic, latest updates and news on Philippine Magic, please don't forget to like their Facebook page, Philippine Magic Scene. For the latest technology, Lasco Home Security and Automation. We make high quality automation affordable for every Filipino. Lasco, only available at Lazada. For the best Mami Siopaw combo in the whole of Metro Manila, serving since 1920, Mamun Look Restaurant. You can visit their store at 408 Quezon Avenue in Quezon City. And of course, they are available via your favorite delivery app. So please order your... Again, Sean, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Love from all the Filipinos over here. Yeah, stay safe, Sean. And lastly, we have... Wait. Where's that? Okay. The Movers of Philippine Magic, the Prestidigitators. Again, please visit their website at www.theprestidigitators.com or Facebook page, The Prestidigitators. And of course, our upcoming events on Monday, that is November 22nd, we're going to go have Ron Mariano online lecture of IBM Ring 322 Magicians Foundation Incorporated presents online lecture of Ron Mariano, March 22. That's this coming Monday, 8 p.m. via Zoom. They'll be offering 20 slots for non-MAGFI members. So please get in touch with the MAGFI Secretariat. Okay, you can also type a comment here. Yeah. Wait. There you go. And who else? Yan. Again, guys, thank you very much. Later on, we're gonna go play that game. So, Team Kampay and Team Angat. Stay tuned for that. Yan. Who else? Let me go back to the screen over here. And March 29, MAGFI, of course, will be presenting the Golden Hair edition of the Comedy Magic Competition on March 29, 2021, 8 p.m. via Zoom. For those who would like to watch the competition online via Zoom, they will be charging a minimal fee of 50 pesos. So please get in touch with the MAGFI officers or MAGFI secretariats, or you can send a message through my Facebook page, and I'll get you in touch with our sponsor, with our guys from MAGFI. And of course, my good friend Juan Lu, our talentadong Pinoy Hall of Famer, will be having an event together with the Indonesian Vent Society. It's a combined event of the International Ventriloquist Society of the Philippines, or IVSPH, and Ventriloquist Indonesia VI presents Philippines Indonesia Vent Event, a virtual ventriloquist event featuring 6 of the finest ventriloquists from Indonesia and the Philippines. So this will be this coming March 22nd, Monday at 7:30 p.m. Manila time, okay? It will feature Filipino talents, of course, such as Juan Lu, Mr. Charlie, and Fruch. And of course, from Indonesia, Budi Haha, we have Randit Vent and some other guys as well. So once again, don't forget, those are our upcoming events. And finally, my next guest for next week, that will be March 20th. It will be the mental assassin Justin Piñon. We will be going back to our regular time slot at Saturday 10 p.m. So once again, please do join us next Saturday, the mental assassin Justin Piñon. For those who joined us for today's episode yung mga nanood dyan, again, maraming salamat sa inyo. Shout out lang, wait lang, sige, ano ko na. Yan, thank you very much, Chapter First. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Alan Soriano, please take note of this. Can you please get in touch with Mr. Angel Castro as he wants to attend the lecture of Ron Mariano. So, there you go. Pass yan, pass again. Wow, yan. Okay, Ron's lecture again, guys. If you want to watch the Ron Mariano lecture presented by MAGFI, please get in touch with the president of Magicians Foundation Incorporated, the magician lover, Alan Soriano. Ayan. So once again, so guys, this is Let's Talk Magic. Thank you very much for joining in. Hindi ko nakalimutan, prizes tayo. Okay, ito yung magiging ito yung magiging rule natin. I will be basing kung sino po yung unang mag-pop up sa aking StreamYard window. Okay? So whoever pops up first sa StreamYard window will be given a chance to give me the correct answer. If not, kukuha ko ng iba. Of course, yan. Pag mali yung sagot, kukuha ko ng iba. So, guys, here is my question, and this question comes from nahirapan na nga ako mag-English eh. Tagalogin ko na lang. Ayan, kanina pa ako nag-nosebleed, alam nyo. Si Tikyo nga, hindi ko na baka hindi maintindihan ni Mr. Farquhar. Sabi niya, dumudugo na raw yung ilong niya. Well, same thing as my case. Wag mo na akong budulin. Miss Rachel, wag mo na akong budulin. Yan, okay, here we go. Ang question ni Mr. Shawn Farquhar, by the way, the question is in English. And if you're listening dun sa aking interview kanina, you should know the answer to this one, okay? Yung una pong magsasagot, the first one to answer my question correctly na magpa-pop up sa aking window ng StreamYard will have a chance to win a prize. And i-invite kita sa ating broadcast ngayon, okay? Ang problema lang how to hindi ilalagay ko rito tapos ikaw lang yung papapanikin ko ha. Okay. Ang question ni Mr. Shawn Farquhar is, here we go. Tatagalogin ko na lang ha. O, Englishin ko. Aside from IBM, what organizations has Shawn been a president? Or bukod sa IBM, ano pang organisasyon na naging presidente si Shawn Farquhar? So, mag-aabang na ako dito. The first one to see, mag-pop up sa ating window. Kung nakikinig kayo kanina kung nakikinig kayo, saan pang organization naging president si Shawn bukod sa IBM? Meron dalawa. Ayan, dalawa. Okay, mali. Mali pa rin. Mali si Alan, mali si Okay, may nanalo na. Si Mr. James Cuevas. The correct answer is PCAM or Pacific Coast Association of Magicians or yung CAM, Canadian Association of Magicians. Okay. Hindi po siya naging president ng SAM or Society of American Magicians Canada. So, James, congratulations to you. I will invite you to join me on my stream. I'll send the invite dito sa chat box. Paki-click na lang so you can join me over here. Wait, copy clipboard. So, James, kung kaya mo, let me know kung hindi mo kaya ang pumasok Pero yan, kung makakapasok ka, James, yan, James, click mo lang yan. Uy, thank you. Kasi yun yung nag-post yan. Pati ako nahirapan So, James Cuevas, pipili ka rito. Again, this is through the kindness of Mr. Robert Bob Laru. Again, Bob, thank you very much for providing the throwaway prizes. So, James, kung kaya mong panik ka dito sa aming stream. Pero pag hindi, mag-comment ka lang dito sa kung hindi ka makakapanik. Para at least I can also see you. Okay lang kung naka-short ka, kung nakasanto ka, mag-t-shirt ka na lang. So once again, guys, this is while waiting for hindi ko kasalanan kung naglolo ko yung keyboard mo. So while waiting for our winner, Mr. James Cuevas, again, you are watching Let's Talk Magic. This is episode number 4. We featured Mr. Shawn Farquhar, and I'm very happy that he was very accommodating and showing lots of you guys magic effects or magic tricks. And guys, I'm gonna go welcome on my Zoom. Sorry, bastos. I'm gonna go welcome on my stream. Let's Talk Magic. Let's welcome our winner, Mr. James, Mr. Handsome Cuevas. James, good afternoon and welcome. Kamusta na, bro?
Hello po, Ninong. Ayan, shout out po sa lahat ng viewers ngayon. Ninong, mamili na lang kayo sa sagot ko kung PCAM o yung CAM.
Hindi, yung tinakita ko, PCAM yung PCAM.
Dalawang sunod po yun.
Actually, PCAM lang, PCAM, tapos si RJ, tapos yung sayo. Ba't ba ang dami tumatawag sa akin, Ninong? Akala nyo ba mayaman ako? Mayaman ako sa kaibigan.
Hindi po ba?
Okay.
Yun po ang chismis mayaman daw po kayo
Alam mo, ang chismis talaga minsan mali. Pero tatanggapin ko na lang. Kasi tawagin nyo kung Ninong, okay lang yan. Kesa naman Lolo.
Oo nga po. Mas maganda
the prizes are being, the throwaways are being provided by Mr. Robert Laru. Again, Robert, thank you very much. And these are all brand new magic. Hindi to mga second hand, mga brand new to. So, 3 envelopes, number 1, 2, 3. So each envelope, inside each envelope are different magic props. So, James, good luck and choose one envelope now. Envelope number 1, number 2, or number 3?
Ninong, pera po, pera.
Hindi pera naman.
Pera o envelope po ito? Hindi po ba?
Sa iyo nga, ikaw nga may business by the way, sa mga nagla-like ka po, baka James, baka pwede naman, batuhan mo ako ng like ka, James, yan. Alam ko naman, hindi mo ko binabatuhan Mga like hires yan. Ito, malakas sa like ka to. Follow nyo si James Cuevas. Ano bang mo sa like ka?
Nagre-rate ako sa inyo yung like ko po, your favorite magician.
Pare, ang gusto ko, hindi MR. Ang gusto ko, UR, yung mga 5,000 gems ba yun?
Wala pa po tayo nun, grabe.
Grabe, ka? Nagpaparuleta ka nga Yung maraming tayong viewers dito. Like yun So, ito sa mga naglalike ka, follow nyo. Handsome James, no?
Your favorite magician
Your
po.
favorite magician, tsaka of course yung Chubster Flores rin po. I-follow nyo rin po sa Like. Ayan. Pwede tumatanggap po kami ng donasyon sa Like.
Ultra rate.
Ultra
Tatanggap
rate
ko
po.
po ng ultra rate.
Ultra rate po namin. Dapat mga yung 500 o 5,000 gems ba yun? Tama ba, James? 5,000 gems, tama, James? Tama, James Cuevas.
Nalito na po kayo sa pangalan, ha?
Okay. Okay. Handsome James. Pili. Final. 1, 2, or 3.
Let's go with number 3.
Okay. Is that your final choice? Bawal judgmental. Final choice. 1, 2, or 3.
3. Let's go with
3.
3.
Okay. Nakalimutan kasi nung nilagay ko yung mga prizes, nakaganon yung envelope. Tapos minix ko tsaka ko ninumberan eh. So ito
Hindi
hindi
nyo
ko.
rin alam, ha?
Number 3 ah. So open ko na. Wala na naman yan. Dali, baka masabi, bigyan mo, may laman eh. Yan ah, it's wait. Nakaharang, yan ah. Huy, pakita ka naman, wala laman yan. Empty. Yan ah, wala laman ah. Kita mo yan ah. Envelope number 3. Again, Mr. Bob Leroux, Robert Leroux, thank you very much. This is for to the kindness of Mr. Bob Leroux. Yan, marami raw tumatanggap. O, ito, tumatanggap ng UR. O, tanggap yun. Bigyan mo raw ng UR yan.
Ayun, no?
Ayan,
Hingi tayo sa travel tie. Travel tie na ako.
lakas nga ni Travel Tayo.
Grabe.
No, Robert, don't worry. I will be using this one. I want to be fair. I want to give out the best prize ever. And totoo. Padala mo na rito, Mr. Magnifico, para naman the more the merrier. Para umiikot yung prize natin. Of course, Mr. Ron Mariano, who happens to be our guest last week, he added another prize na isasama ko dito sa mga episodes ko. So ang ginagawa ko ngayon, ginajumble ko yung mga binibigay sa akin. Tapos pipili ako rin ng 3, tsaka yun, gagawin ko ganito. So James, congratulations! You just won from Mr. Yan.
Yun!
Ladybug card effect from Mr. Robert Leroux, and we are talking about this one. Okay, ayan. So, again, maybe you want to say something to our gracious giver.
Pwede po Tagalog, Ninong? Pwede po Tagalog?
Kapampangan.
Kahit Kapampangan ako, wala. Hindi po tayo kaya. Ayan, thank you, Sir Robert Leroux, for sponsoring the Chubster Flores Productions. I hope to see you soon to thank you personally. Thank you!
By the way, in case kung ano yung mga na-miss mo, ang na-miss mong price ay...
Wala, mangiinggit pa yata, mangiinggit pa.
Hindi. Nasa sabi, pero papakita ko lang. Ito,
Sige po.
it's a DVD, it's Magic DVD, and sayang ito. Paper folding prediction by Shawn Yang. Yan yung mga nandun sa dalawang envelope eh. So anyway, again, Mr. Robert Leroux, Bob Leroux, thank you very much. So, James, any thing that you want to plug, upcoming events ng IMC or whatsoever? Walang sabi ni Roberto, walang anuman.
Yun. Nagtagalog na. For the IMC, for more updates lang po sa aming events, you can always visit the Facebook page of IMC. Ang link po ang name po ng Facebook page namin ay IMC Magic Events. So, yun lang po.
Yun. So again, maraming salamat din, James. Ingat kayo dyan, ha? Although, buti na, nakawear ka ng mask. And alam ko, marami ka rin pinagkakabalaan bukod sa like, ha? So pag UR naman dyan, kahit yung mga 5,000 gems lang, pwede na yun. Ninong, ha? Ninong pala, ha? Humihingi si Ninong ngayon. So again, James.
And congrats to your episode 4.
Hoy, maraming salamat and shout out to all our IMC members again, to President Richie Javier. Mr. President, baka naman yung kahit wag na yung tea, wag na yung milk tea kasi malamig. Kahit yung coffee na lang, pwede naman, malapit naman dito, pwede mo.
May sugar yun.
Pwede sugar free. Tapos go ahead, sino to? May question si Alan. Alan, ano yung question mo? Jen Ace. Uy, mga yan. Mga likers yan, I-follow nyo to. Nagbibigay ng URL yan. URL pala, ibig sabihin. Website pala, URL. So, okay. James, thank you very much. And again, shout out din to Chairman Bravo of the Inner Magic Club. And sa lahat po ng bumubuo ng Inner Magic Club, pandanin po sa Magfi, kay Mr. President Alan Soriano, to all the Magic Clubs out there. Uy! Hello! Huwag mo kong tawaging ninong, sobra na yun. Tito. Ninong-ninong na lang lahat. So James, ingat kayo dyan. Thank you very much for joining me. So guys, that
Thank
was
you.
James Cuevas. James, thank you.
Salamat.
Our winner sa ating throwaway sponsored by Mr. Robert Bablaru. Again, thank you very much guys for joining me. This has been the 4th episode of Let's Talk Magic. Again, my name is Chubster. And we featured Shawn Farquhar, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. And for those who missed out this episode, I will be uploading it at our official book channel, YouTube channel, at Chubster Flores Productions. I might be able to upload it in a day or two. Pero just don't forget to follow the page of Chubster Flores Productions sa Facebook para you can be updated on the latest updates are happening. So again, next week, she will like the ladybug trick. Oh, wait. Tapos na yung tapos na yung question Alan Soriano. I'm reading it from the Facebook post na here. Hindi pa nagpa-pop up yung question mo sa aking sa aking wall. Nandito ko na nakita. Okay. So guys, again, please join me next week. We'll be going back to our regular schedule at 10 p.m. I will be featuring once again the mental assassin, Justin Piñon. So from Card Magic, mentalist naman tayo. This guy can read your mind, which I don't mind. So again, if you have questions, like kanina, marami tayong questions. And again, shout out po, Mr. Leo Dumapias, Leo Dini, thank you very much. Si Leo submitted the questions beforehand pa lang. So, yun, pwede nyo submit yung questions nyo kay Justin Piñon, pwede nyo kong i-PM. So, anything about mentalism. Okay? So, guys, kulit ko, no? This has been Chubster saying, thank you very much. Good afternoon and God bless. See you next week. Let's Talk Magic for episode number 5 featuring Justin Piñon. So, maraming salamat from the bottom of my heart. This is Let's Talk Magic. Chubster saying bye-bye for now. Thank you very much for joining us. Bye-bye. Wait, before I end the broadcast, I should be doing this one. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.